everyone. It is Self-Care Sunday. Welcome to Self-Care Sunday. How are you this evening? Back at our normal time. How are you today? Tell me what is great that is happening in your world. Your world tonight on this Self-Care Sunday. A beautiful day here in New England. But what happened in your world? Tell me what's happening. Hey, Kitty, just back from St. Louis. I hope you had a great day with Sarah, a great self-care Sunday with Sarah. Hope your day was fabulous and that you had good weather for your ride. How long does it take you to make that trip, Kitty? I don't remember how far a drive that is. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Dazzle, it is your proper treat time tonight. Welcome. It is great to have you all here. Hopefully Dazzle can get awake for me tonight, or at least roll over. But then I might have to call her a Red Rover. But that's a whole nother story there. It is great to have you all here on Self-Care Sunday. What are you all grateful for? Well, I know Kitty's grateful to be back to have a great day with Sarah. We're grateful for a day of self-care. I slept in till I slept in till what, 7, maybe 7:30 today. There's differing news reports on how late I slept in today. Nice. Oh, I like some good barbecue. Give me some BBQ. I like that. Nice. Well, we'll meet at Sarah's for good barbecue. Okay. You know, I don't know where we're gonna. I can't wait to get on the road again. I'm itching to get on the road again and put the car into gear. So I am itching for that. But I like good barbecue. I don't know that I if I had good barbecue, I'm not sure I'd be ready for the 2-hour drive back would be my problem. To your place, Kitty. That is after I have good food like that, especially some good barbecue, I'm like, I don't know if I can get in the car and take a long drive after that. But that's great. That is a nice self-care day. We had a great day. We went to the Frou farmers market today. The Frou farmers market. It's a fancy farmers market with lots of food trucks and entertainment and everything. And we did that. It was such a beautiful day. We weren't really into it today to start the day because we were like, oh, let's just sit back and enjoy a cup of coffee and start slow. And they moved the time up. They started the farmers market earlier this year and ended it earlier. So we're like, but the weather was so perfect. We're like, we shouldn't pass up a nice weather day like this to go and sit and listen to some music, have the food trucks, and get some farm fresh things. So it was really nice to be able to do that. And then we went to UConn here today. The University of Connecticut's main campus in the state has a big agricultural component. And it's not far from the fancy farmers market, but they run a dairy bar. So they take care of the cows and they do the milk and they make ice cream. And they make some really, really good ice cream. So we went there. And then we just grilled some burgers and some fresh corn and had a nice night out there sitting. So it was really just a really nice, relaxing day. Everybody, we're broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you have any problems with Facebook, you can hop right on over to YouTube. Hop right on over if you have an issue. But... made for a good self-care day. even I have problems sometimes with these self-care days where I'm like, you feel like you're not doing enough, but you are. And we're going to talk about that tonight a little bit. So let's get started. Let's get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. And tonight we are on page 186 if you're following along. Good morning. Set the thermostat for your heart today. The temp where you like it. You know yourself. You know what you need. Take your time. That's a good message for Self-Care Sunday. You know what? We have Self-Care Sunday. It's your day to reset. Your day to reset. You're pouring out on everybody all week long. You're taking care of everybody. And Self-Care Sunday is a day to take care of you. A day for you to put your feet up. A day for you to sit back and unplug to recharge. It's so important that you take this time each and every week to reconnect yourself, recharge yourself, because this is a marathon, people. A marathon of epic proportions. A marathon of epic proportions. Okay, you are just finished week 64-65. That means we're going to start week 65-66. That's over 450 days. This is a marathon. You have to pace yourself. Okay, you didn't come this far to just come this far, and I don't want you to flame out. Okay, here. I'm taking my awesome train, my Everyone is Awesome train, all the way with us to the end of this, and we're not at the end. We're making great progress, though. We are one day closer to the end of all of this, and we are making great progress, but you only can do that. You can only hang in there if you take time to recharge and take time for yourself to do that. That is so important each and every week. And that is why we talk about it each and every week. We also have the recipe of the week, which I posted late, but it will be up there tonight. This week's recipe, Adele is cleaning out the family heirlooms, okay? She's giving away all the family secrets. I don't know how she's going to be at the next family event when they find out she's made some of these family heirlooms public. But she has shared with us this week oatmeal pie. It's a very sweet dessert, but it's got oatmeal in it, so it must be healthy. Only 15 minutes of prep time. It sounds awesome. It will probably be on our recipe list this week. And I've already gotten some recipes in for next week, so I'm really excited, But I had this one scheduled for this week. It'll be up later. I apologize for the delay. Thank you all for your grace the last couple of nights as we did some things at the 8 o'clock hour. Last night, I mentioned we were going to see the Florida Georgia Line Theater Experience show, which they were streaming live to drive-ins and movie theaters across the country. And while it wasn't like a real live concert, I mean, you can't replace the feeling of a live concert in the crowd and them feeding off of the energy of a crowd. But it was really great, and we had a really nice night out. So thank you all for that. Because of our delays in time this week, I did skip Friday Night Trivia, but I do have it here tonight. So one of these stories is real. The rest of these are fake. One of these stories, the other way around. One of these stories is fake. The rest of them are real. Which one is the fake story? The first Yeezy Gap shoe is styled with a collage of Kanye West's face. Story number 2, Crocs and Balenciaga have collaborated on a pair of stilettos. Story number 3, In-N-Out Burger released a slip-on shoe inspired by its famous drink cup. Or Disney and Marvel have teamed up with Lucky Charms to release, yes, Loki Charms. So one of those is fake. Is it the first Yeezy Gap shoe is styled with a collage of Kanye West's face? Or Crocs and Balenciaga, which I know I'm messing up the name, have collabed on a pair of stilettos? In-N-Out Burger released a slip-on shoe inspired by its famous drink cup? Or did Disney and Marvel team up with Lucky Charms to release Loki charms. Yes, one of those is fake. The sad thing is 3 of them are real. Our quote from Simon tonight is, faith is knowing we are on a team and accepting that we don't know who the other players are. Faith is knowing we are on a team and accepting that we don't know who the other players are. For Self-Care Sunday this week, and really going in with my theme this coming week. So this coming week, we're going to talk about inventory and preparing your store, especially clothing stores, who have been hit longer and harder during this pandemic than furniture stores. Everybody's been hit, but everybody's being hit differently. Home and furniture stores are about to take a hit as people are going out and doing more. They're seeing not the same level of sales. They're still seeing good sales, but they're not seeing the same level of hip hip hooray that they were at different times in this pandemic. But clothing stores are about to, but the only way they're going to be ready for it is to be ready for it. And that's why we're going to talk about inventory a lot this week, and pricing. Inventory and pricing is our topic of the week that we're going to start on starting tomorrow. But, I came across this article, and its title is A Once-in-a-Lifetime Chance to Start Over. A once-in-a-lifetime chance to start over. And it kind of ties in with, like, graduating high school. People go away to college, and they get to start over where not everybody knows them or has preconceived notions about them. They view that as a start over. When you get out of college and you go into your career, it's viewed as a time to start a different life, a different trail for yourself. But the pandemic is creating a once-in-a-lifetime chance for you to start over in your store. And we've talked about this before. But it's time to prepare for a new and better normal than your pre-pandemic. So one of the things, so this article talks about collecting your data. So people talk about, and I'm going to give you the short version of this article because the article is really long. And so I'm going to snippet it for you. When people talk about the life before the virus, their recollections are often sentimental, about the good old days, about what we miss, okay? What you miss, going to your favorite store, meeting with other people, having dinner out at your favorite barbecue restaurant, what you miss. During pre-pandemic life, you might have said something like, I like my job and I like my social life. Maybe you meant it, maybe you didn't. And, some people just lie to themselves about it to avoid conflict even with themselves. So what this study suggests is collect your data. Collect your data. Collect what you like about your store. So I'm talking about business here. This is talking about life in general. But collect your data. What did you like about your store before the pandemic? What did you not like? Okay? Make that list. Okay? There's no sacred cows. There's no anything that can't be changed, but you can take ownership of this. You can take ownership of this idea of what you liked and what you loved about your store before and you want to keep, and the things that are not so great that you don't want to keep. And now is the perfect time to continue making these changes. I know you've made so many throughout this pandemic, but what other changes can you continue to make? But first, you got to know what you like and what you don't, and be willing to talk about it. And that's like with that, you make a list of things to leave behind in your pandemic self, in your old store, your store before the pandemic. So you leave things behind, the things that you did not like, the things that you don't want to take with you. You leave them in your pre-pandemic world. Um, you don't have to take them forward with you. You don't have to take them forward with you. You can leave them behind, and it's important to leave them behind. There's so many things that you've changed, and as you look at what you had, what you changed, and what you like, you can leave things behind. It's okay. It's okay to leave the bad things behind and accept the new. And where am I doing here? I'm doing a lousy job. But, well, I keep on taking off my glasses. That's probably my problem. But also, while you're doing this, you want to make a list of what to keep. Okay, so that you know what you want to keep, what you want to leave behind, what you want to change. Okay, because you can leave things behind without changing them. You can just say, this wasn't working. I don't want to do that part. I don't want to do men's. It wasn't working. That doesn't mean you have to make men's work or do it a different way. Okay, what you want to leave back there in the pre-pandemic world is okay. It's okay to leave things in a pre-pandemic world. It is also okay to take the things that you like and keep them. That is okay. And then make a list of what you want to be different. Okay, and then actively work on it. Okay, we have a list of things that we need to accomplish that aren't right in our is not right in our business, and that we are working towards. And not only are we working towards it, but we set dates for it. Okay, so we set deadlines for ourselves to hold ourselves accountable to it. That it's not just some list over there on the wall, and it's right over there. Okay, but it is there to hold us accountable. Okay, to making sure that we're making it happen. And what incremental steps do we need to take to make those things happen? That's all part of self-care for our stores and ultimately self-care for you. So as you self-care your business by defining what you want to leave behind in a pre-pandemic world, what you want to keep, okay, and what you want to evolve and change, okay, and then creating a path for that change to happen, not just this hopey-dopey. Hope is not a plan, people. Hope is not a plan, and you are here starting week 65, 66, week 65, 66, and hope is not a plan. We want to have a plan here to drive this forward. We want a plan to drive this forward. So once you have this, okay, and once you can embrace it, okay, you can embrace what you want to keep, okay, what you want to get rid of, okay, and leave behind, okay, and that's, you leave that in the rear view, and what you want to change and the path to change, you can make anything happen, because you never thought, okay, even though I said it way back at week 2, week 1, week 21, okay, that this has been a marathon, that I don't know when the end is. I still don't know when the end is. It's a lot better than it was at week 21 or week 15 or week 36. But here we are at the start of week 65, 66. And I can't tell you where that the end is going to be on a specific time, that I'm going to flip a switch and the end is going to be there. So I need you prepared and to continue to mentally prepare and train for the long haul in this, because I'm there with you on this long haul. But we are making better all the way along on this haul. And that is what self-care is all about. That is what is self-care for you, self-care for your business. And that is how we get ourselves to the other side of this. Okay? So do not diminish that. Do not diminish that. Do not diminish that. Because it is so incredibly important. That is how we're going to grow our way out of this. That's how we're going to grow our way out of this, because our mind has grown over all these weeks. Your mind has grown, your business is growing, you are growing, and we are going to continue that growth. The growth does not stop, okay? Because if you're not learning, you're not earning. How's that? How's that? You're not learning, you're not earning. And you are learning here. You are learning to be a better person. You are learning to run a better business. And we are going to do that with you together. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Happy Sunday to you. It's my pleasure, Kitty. That's what we're doing here. We got to think. We're always thinking. Michelle, it's trivia time. Which of these is the fake story? The first Yeezy Gap shoe is styled with a collage of Kanye West's face. Crocs and Balenciaga have collabed on a pair of stilettos. In-N-Out Burger released a slip-on shoe inspired by its famous drink cup. Or Disney and Marvel teamed up with Lucky Charms to release, yes, Loki Charms. One of those stories is fake. The rest of them are real. Which is it? Which is it? Kitty's guessing number 3 is fake. Kitty is guessing In-N-Out Burger released a slip-on shoe inspired by its famous drink cup. No, Kitty, that is true. That is true. They did release that. You better hurry out west so you can get your In-N-Out Burger and your slip-on shoe. And your slip-on shoe. So that means either the first Yeezy Gap shoe is styled with a collage of Kanye West's face, Crocs and Balenciaga have collabed on a pair of stilettos, or Disney and Marvel teamed up with Lucky Charms to release Loki Charms. The Croc one is fake, according to Michelle. No, Michelle, the Croc one is real. They have collabed on a pair of stilettos. As I have a pair of Crocs here on me tonight for my self-care Sunday, I don't know how well, granted, I don't know how I do regular stilettos, much less Croc stilettos. Yeah, I got that is a true story. The fake story, believe it or not, this week is the first Yeezy Gap shoe is styled with a collage of Kanye West's face. While Kanye has a heck of an ego, the shoes are not designed with his face on it. Well, you know, these are hard ones. That's why I do these, is because they're really hard. And you know, you got to keep in mind, I get this on Friday, and I remembered on Friday I had to think about it. Which one of these, as I'm reading these, which one of these is fake? I had it all set for Friday, and then I decided to hold it because I was doing Friday and Saturday at weird times, so I held it for today. But you know, it is. They are hard. They make you think. I mean, that's the crazy thing, is that the 3 of those are real, and the one that's fake. I mean, who wouldn't have thought Kanye would have used that as his, you know, find him a match, you know, by releasing shoes with his face on it so that he could find a new woman. I don't know. I can't make this stuff up. Well, I do. No, I don't make this up. So I had alluded to this coming week, we are going to start our talk about inventory, because getting your inventory in the right mindset of inventory is going to make or break the rest of your year. Okay? It's all about the inventory. Okay? It is all about the inventory. And we are going to cover things. I keep on going back and forth in my head, but I think I'm going to dip into pricing first as part of talking about inventory this week, because the pricing issue, there's a lot to get over with that. And you got to really wrap your arms around it, because some of you have been doing this a long time, and I'm going to throw out some changes to you that you're going to have to wrap your arms around. And so, but that is our topic of the week, is inventory. That's what we'll be talking about this week in some shape or form. Everything this week will deal with inventory, and because that's what puts the dollars in the register. I wish people would just come in and say, here's a 20, here's a 50, here's a 100, please put that in the register. But they don't do it that way. So I wish they would, but they do not. So, but that's what we're going to talk about this week. So, if you don't catch me live, make sure you catch the replays this week, because there's going to be a lot of great information as we talk about inventory this week, and especially in the new retail situations you're going to be working on. So I am grateful to have you here. I'm grateful to have you here on Self-Care Sunday. But don't forget, tomorrow we start again. Okay, this is the start of week 65, 66, and I am excited about it because it's a great week to have a great week, and that's where we're going. You know where else we're going is this video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you, all the video, the files, everything I talk reference goes over to narts.org/resale strong, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and yes, ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. We're going to help everybody make it across the finish line. Yes, we are. And the recipe of the week will be over there. Oatmeal pie will be over there tomorrow, too. Hey, Michelle is excited to learn more about inventory. Yes. And Michelle started accepting all seasons recently, so that's exciting too. I am here every night at more 8 than ish live in the Narts private Facebook group. That's where you find me, live in the Narts private Facebook group. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is where we start this program every night. Tonight, if you were not here at the top of the program, we're on page 186. Good morning. Set the thermostat for your heart today. The temp where you like it. You know yourself. You know what you need. Take your time. Oh, Michelle, I'm here for you anytime you need me. You never hesitate. Don't hesitate to reach out. Our good night tonight is good night. Set the thermostat for your heart tonight. The temp where you like it. You know yourself. You know what you need. Take your time. Yes, take your time. It's Self-Care Sunday. Take your time, people. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a great night. It's time for dessert.